Testing out autopilot beta. We got the new beta. It is pretty good. I've been using it for a few days now. It's going to beep at me a lot because I've got my cell phone in my hand. You see it's got the camera right here watching me. This is a 2021 Tesla Model Y long range. It does pretty good. I'm going to set up my cameras and stuff and do another video here. It's going to continue to beep at me. That's one thing it does, and you can't cover the camera. If you cover the camera up there, it'll actually kick you out of autopilot. So that's one of the things that we'll switch this around here. That's one of the things that aggravates me about, you hear these people talk about saying that people are going to sleep at the wheel of a Tesla. There's too many safety features that doesn't allow that. Even if you get the counterweight that people put on the steering wheel, so that way you don't have to get the nag of the steering, because you got to keep your hand on the steering wheel or it'll keep you out of autopilot. It'll actually pull the car over, turn the hazards on. So it just aggravates me when people say, oh, did you hear about the guy that went to sleep at the wheel, blah, blah. No, or climbed in the back seat. So you've got to keep your hand on the steering wheel. Let me switch the camera here. Sorry about all the movement. So your hand has to be on the steering wheel. It's seen my phone again in my hand. You've got to have your hand on the steering wheel, your seat belt, the weight in the seat. So any of those, or the camera, any of those things, sees me turn around backwards and it's an autopilot, it'll actually alert me and disengage autopilot and kick me out for not paying attention. And like I said, there's 4 different things that it goes off. The touching the steering wheel, the weight in the seat, the seat belt, and then the camera facing me. It's got all those things that go along with it. And people talk about, oh yeah, climb in the back seat, go to sleep, full self-driving, drive you. No, that's all bogus. And the ones you see going down the interstate, sleeping and all that, no, I mean, yeah, you could go to sleep and fall asleep at the wheel, but it's got contingency plans for that kind of thing, so that way it doesn't happen. I mean, it beeps at you, it flashes lights, and if it doesn't, if it doesn't recognize you or feel your hand on the steering wheel, it'll actually kick you out of autopilot. And when it does that, it'll slow down, turn the hazards on, and stop the car, because it doesn't know if you had a heart attack or what's going on. So a little bit of my rant today. I'm going to try to get my YouTube channel set back up and change it over to more Tesla stuff instead of the homestead, the farming stuff. I still might do a video here and there on that, but I'm going to try and do that and see what happens with the channel. I'm going to try to grow the channel. I think I'm at like 275 or 285 subscribers. Hopefully we can grow the channel here and get it up a little bigger. But I will do a video on the FSD beta testing. I should get the new one this Friday. I think it's going to be 10.4. something with the new features and stuff. Now I think I'm on, let's see, go to software. Right now I've got 10.3.1 on the beta. So we'll go from there and see what happens here. But it's driving, it does fantastic. I mean, yeah, it's got its moments when it does funny things, but that's the whole reason for beta and testing. And it's not perfect by no means, but it has come a long ways from the first time we tried autopilot back on our 2018 Model 3. So that's it. That's all I'm going to talk about right now. Let me get back to driving. I'm going to a client's house right now to do some trim work. So like I said, I'm going to try to get my GoPro and stuff set back up so I can have multiple cameras and multiple angles, so that way y'all can see what I see, and I'll let y'all see what's going on with this. Thanks. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment. See? Right there, it just kicked me out of autopilot because of my phone in my face trying to figure out how to stop the live streaming. and now I don't have autopilot until I stop the car.